So I've tried to do this live about 3 or 4 different times already, and it is ridiculous how this reading just does not want to come out. That means that there are darker forces that are trying to stop it from reaching the collective. So, lucky for me, I am very resilient and I don't give up very easily. So, I'm going to do a Celtic cross reading. One, two, three, four, six, 10. It's been a while since I used my cards against humanity cards. I feel like I'm gonna use those. And I'm being compelled to read the cards against humanity first, which is interesting because I usually do them last. Let's see if there's any more. Doing hoe shit, a bit of a tarantula problem. So the energy I'm getting from this is some of y'all are out here on like some, and it may not be you, it may just be somebody in your energy, but somebody is out here on some Black Widow type energy. But like, I'm getting this. I know tarantulas don't spin a web, but I'm getting this energy of like bouncing around and spinning a web of lies around you. And your other 2 cards are stabbing a motherfucker in the face, all y'all motherfuckers, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure these are the only 2 cards in this whole deck that say motherfucker. So y'all might use that word a lot. Um, you might know somebody that uses that word a lot. Interesting. I'm getting like sex and violence energy here. I wonder if there's more. This card is backwards. Okay, so um, trigger warning. If you don't like hearing about the spirit realm or dark spirits, then you might want to log out of this reading. Damn. Okay. So the energy I'm getting, the energy I'm getting here is that, and I kind of need you to kind of prepare yourself, because I watched a video on YouTube that said something about a geometric storm coming towards Earth, and it's almost like a vaccine going into our bodies. And during that time, when the vaccine first goes in, the virus will start fighting harder. And so I feel like this geometric storm is working as like a extra shot of antibiotic into the vibrational energy that is here on Earth. Because if you do not know, it is toxic out here. People are just walking around like big boils of pus. But it's going to inject higher vibrations and positivity and light energy into the planet, right? When this happens, the darker energies are going to push back, and I feel like this reading is about that energy. It says getting banished to the shadow realm, shattered hopes and dreams, toddlers. And the energy I'm getting from the collective of these cards is you're going to come in contact. You may not see them physically with your eyes, you may not hear them with your ears, but you are going to come in contact, with energies that have been prior to now had been banished to the spirit realm. And again, I don't really watch the news too much. I don't keep up with anything that's going on. I do, but I really don't. I know that the Euphrates River finally dried up. It may not have been like completely, but I always understood it as once we can see the bottom of the Euphrates, that's when they're coming out of the hole, right? It has dried up. It was years ago that it initially receded during the dry season, and it receded completely. There was no but maybe puddles left in the Euphrates. So that being said, if you go back and read the scriptures that are about that time and what happens after it, then you know that things that were once banished permanently into the spirit realm are being released back into earth. Getting banished to the shadow realm, it's telling me I've been banished to the shadow realm. I am children of shattered hopes and dreams. It's how the energy is portraying itself. the energy of the cards is portraying itself to depict what this energy is. I don't know why I felt like I needed to clarify that, but there we go. Um, these energies, because there is more than one, call me Legion, for I am many. There's more than one, there's more than thousands. Um, and they're coming back onto this earth to fight back the good energy that is growing here. It's going to ask you to compromise your sanctity, your divinity is what these, and they're not always going to come in the form of energy. It's in the form of circumstances happening in your life. It's going to come in form of people that you love that may have been recently just on the depressed side or getting a little bit lower or just started doing drugs or whatever it is that they're doing. Like, these things lower your vibration and make you susceptible to these energies, and these energies want to take your vessel, and when you're weak it's easy to manipulate. That's what the dark spirits do. They manipulate you into granting your permission for them to take the vessel. They can't just take the vessel without your permission. You have to allow them. And so these people get to a low point in their lives where they are willing to accept whatever feels better than right now. And sometimes accepting a entity into your vessel may seem like something that is a good idea for them. So it may come in circumstances, things that are just happening around you, energy that's happening around you, people that are around you, people that come into your life. Some of these energies will come into your life specifically because they want you, because they know you are a light worker. They know you and where you come from, even if you don't, because when we incarnate onto this planet, we don't remember much. But just because you don't remember it, who you are, doesn't mean that they don't know who you are. So they're coming for you. They want you, and they want your skill that you've been sent here with. They want to obtain it. They want to lower your vibration to a level to where you're susceptible to their influence. This could enact violence in you, in your life. There may be more violent things that are happening in the world. But that's just your cards against humanity. Let's get into your actual reading here. All right, so the situation is Seven of Pentacles. You're waiting for the next step. You're in this phase of being in between the conception and the fruition. And it almost feels like a I'm waiting energy. Your opposition is, there's something coming. Some of you may feel like you don't know what it is. Some of you feel like you don't know when it's coming. But there's something that is not blatantly apparent to us, and this is our opposition. I feel this energy of being frustrated with not knowing when this is coming, being frustrated of not knowing what is coming, but feeling this intense anxiety in your body that something is about to change. Um, and again, for the most part, I'm just talking about the physical world or the spiritual world. I'm not talking about the physical world. So, in the past, there was order, there was some sort of balance, at least. There were laws that were upheld on a vibrational level, and now is the time of lawlessness. It's the time where there is no restriction on what is possible. Um, and that means the same for the darker vibrations. Um, the energy that's grounding us right now is our bright light. We have this light within us. It's why they call us light workers or star seeds, or all of them are in relation to light and enlightenment. Enlightenment, when you light something, right? You're igniting it. Enlightenment is the ignition. And your light is what you sustain. If any of you have ever seen Avatar, The Last Airbender, there's the part where him and Zuko have to carry their flames up to the top of the dragon temple. Um, and he had to share some of Zuko's fire because he didn't know how to make any yet, I don't think. Or something to that effect. Now it just blinked out. That's weird. But the point is, it's about sustaining your own light. And what sustains that light is your optimism, it's your love, it's your connection with other people, it's your generosity, it's your not just fostering, but and not just not harboring your it's more than protecting. It's almost like you're guarding your light with your life. The energy that you're being crowned with is the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you are learning how to lay low, but also function on your own. I'm hearing self-sustaining in whatever aspect that applies. It's um it's giving this energy of I I'm preparing. You're being crowned with this energy. You're being blessed with this energy of preparation. That's why you feel this anxiety. That's why when I looked at the moon, I felt that intense anxiety in my body, in my spirit, and my intuition. Like there's something that's coming, and it's like I don't know why I'm feeling like this because I don't know what's coming, and how the fuck, how is that fair? But the Nine of Pentacles is telling me that that this anxiety in you is being given as part of this blessing of learning to lay low. You know that it's coming. It's not just to build your intuition and show you confirmations of what you already know. It's also so that you can prepare for whatever that is. Um, the future is coming, and there's a Queen of Pentacles. And I keep getting this reading about in the collective that I do when I'm not on live. I do collective readings. Um, I keep getting this um I wouldn't even call it a vision, just this understanding that there's this bold woman with a red lip, is what it keeps saying. Bold woman with a red lip and hard hitting investigative journalism. And I don't know if that means that, like, they're investigating the innards of themselves, and through themselves they become more enlightened. But there's essentially a lady with a big mouth that is coming into the world, and taking she's taking everything in her own hands. She's taking the weight of everything in her whole hands. It's the whole world. She's shining this bright, vivid light, and it may not necessarily be one specific person. It could just be the feminine energy within every human being that's on this planet is starting to vibrate on a higher level and shine through in ways that she hasn't shined in a while. What you want to do is stay in your masculine energy. What you want to do is stay in this whole shit, violent energy that only leads you to shattered hopes and dreams. It's not that it has to be completely feminine, and I'm not saying that straight guys need to go out and start wearing a dress or putting fake nails on or whatever else it is that they're doing in the weird media stuff. Like, I'm saying, just like, straight guys be straight guys, gay guys be gay guys, straight women be straight women, and gay women be gay women, in whatever aspect that means for you. Like, but the feminine aspects of ourselves, the nurturer, the lover, the healer, the creator, the facilitator within every single one of us is being doused. She's being smothered, she's being oppressed within ourselves, because we have this innate urge to just be in our masculine energy, and we don't always have to be in that masculine energy. We don't always have to be anything. I could decide tomorrow that I just want to wear suits every day. Just not girl suits, guy suits every day for the rest of my life. And then I could also turn around and decide I want to wear sundresses every day for the rest of my life. It'll probably change, so it doesn't really even matter. Like, be adaptable to whatever is comfortable on the inside of you, but honor the feminine and the masculine pieces of yourself in a balanced manner. Right now, we're oppressing the feminine within us, and we're only holding this facade of this masculine energy, but it's not even always coming off as masculine. It's coming off as wounded feminine, because we think we're being masculine, but your hurt feminine side that's actually being oppressed is showing its ugly face, and they are very different. Masculinity is very, it's very empowering. It's very, I don't have to move big or loud to make a statement, because I stand by what I say and I do what is right for me, and I stand on that. And that's what masculine energy is. There's nothing toxic about what masculinity actually is, just like there's nothing toxic about what feminine actually is. But we have these pieces within ourselves, the wounded feminine and the wounded masculine, and we have both. Everybody is wounded in both of those aspects, one way or another. And we have to heal. Like, you could have a tiny paper cut, but if your spirit doesn't know how to heal that paper cut, then it's always going to hurt. So there's pieces of our feminine that are wounded, there's pieces of our masculine that are wounded. And right now, this masculine energy that we think we're portraying is just, it's wounded feminine energy. And that's what people mean when they say you doing bitch shit, or you sound like a bitch, or whatever the case is. Like, it's really, I'm gonna try and move on from that, but it's please allow yourself to be loving, nurturing, caring. Allow yourself to do these things for yourself. Do them to yourself first. If you're uncomfortable just doing them in general, then do them for the people that are closest to you, and then expand it out from there. But we have to think about, like, your favorite grandma mixed with the favorite parts of your mom in one person. These are what the feminine aspects are. These are feminine energies. And it doesn't have to be about male and female. But please allow yourself to experience those emotions. What you should do is the Knight of Wands. You should heal this. There's something, I feel like I brought up your mother and your grandmother for a reason. There's something about a matriarchal female in your life that you have pain surrounding. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they hurt you, but they could have passed away. They could have said something that hurt you one time. Whatever the case is, there's a wound that surrounds your feminine. And it's time for you to feel those emotions. You ever get a cut that don't start bleeding until you look at it? That's kind of what healing emotional wounds is like. Your body won't start healing itself. The blood won't flow, because the blood is necessary. That's what a lot of people don't talk about, is bleeding is necessary in a wound. It builds your clots. It sends the right antibodies, not antibodies, is it shit? My brain is not here today, but I want to say antibodies to your wound to heal it. Your cells regenerate themselves because of the stop and the seal, and the scab comes from, the formation of the scab comes from the bleeding first, and then it builds on that. You have to look at these wounds. Meaning, you have to sit inside of yourself, by yourself, in a room, in a car, whatever the case is, and really live those memories again in your head. Say out loud any of the things that you wanted to say that you couldn't say, you didn't have the strength to, you didn't have the words to. Say whatever that is out loud. Cry about it if you have to. And do that a couple times. Every time you do it, you heal a little bit more. Because when you call out to the universe and you say the things, when you're in that mindset, in that memory of being there, you have to deeply put yourself there. Just like, I'm in this memory. I'm living this all over again. I can feel myself walking down the hall. I can feel the words and the breath on my neck and my face, or whatever the case is for you. Put yourself there. Say what it is that you wish you had said. And you'll hear your subconscious talk back to you. This is your higher self. Your higher self will talk back to you. It'll tell you, no, you're wrong. It'll tell you, no, that happened for a reason. Or if that never happened, this would have never happened. Or I wouldn't be this. Or I couldn't have this. Or that person loved me. They didn't know what they were saying. They're human. Anything. When you call out loud and say the things you want to say, you get an answer from the universe. Deep as a quiet whisper in the back of your mind. But listen, it's there to guide you. It's there to help you. Outcome that you want. Interesting. For some of you, you want to either be able to spend more money, you want to, this is why I said interesting, because for some of you, I know this is true for me, for some of you, you're suggesting or hoping that money will take a turn of one way or another. And for some of you, I feel like this means dissolving, having a financial system be dissolved of some kind. Like hoping for it to be such. The outcome you could have. Interesting. All right, peoples, we are hitting the lowest vibrational level since, I want to say, the dawn of humanity. Take it how it resonates. Maybe it's not that deep. But this is the lowest that it's ever been. And the outcome, if you push yourself through this, if you make your way through this, this is going to be the lowest that you've ever been. And you will break yourself out of it. Everybody won't. Some people will get left behind. But if you can pull yourself out of this, this is the lowest that it will ever be. All right, guys. like this video if you stayed to the end. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like and share this video. What else? Oh, comment in the comment section, and whoever's sign has the most comments, then I'll do a specific reading for them, a collective reading specifically for that sign. All right, guys, I love you so much. I will see y'all on the flip side.